What a win. Great character team win after a brutal showing against Minnesota. Great response from the Montreal Canadiens. If there's anything we know this far into the season is that this team has a seriously good attitude and they know how to come back from a loss. And they did that last night. They defeat the Carolina Hurricanes 6-4. That puts their record to 16-10-5 on the season. 4 wins out of their last 5 games. Montreal's on a roll right now outside of that brutal loss. Woo! Boom! First period, Carey Price and Peter Mrazek played absolutely fantastic for their clubs. Carey Price kept Montreal in it, and Mrazek kept the Hurricanes in it. Beautiful saves from Carey Price. We go into the second period, and Svechnikov beats Shea Weber wide, caught Weber flat-footed at the end of his shift, and comes in on Carey Price, gets a nasty backhand. Scores on Carey. Beautiful goal. Weber gets beat wide there, but he also didn't get much support from his D partner on that play, Brett Kulak. So that has to be said as well. Shortly, unbelievable. I'm going to take a quick moment here. The power plays Montreal were getting, they had 6 power plays on the night and didn't convert on any of them. And that included a few of them when the score was 0-0 and when the score was 1-0 for the Carolina Hurricanes. And they could not capitalize on those chances. It is absolutely brutal. But I will say, it seems that they have switched up their strategy for coming up the ice and entering the zone. Shea Weber has been carrying it higher more often. They've been dumping it in, rimming it around the boards, hoping that they can win the 50-50 battle down low. And I like that a lot better than constantly going to Duren on that drop pass. Because if you can get the puck down low on the power play and you happen to win that 50-50 battle, which Montreal's not bad at doing, winning those battles along the boards. If they win that battle, that means there's likely going to be a ton of ice open up towards the point, and then you can settle the puck down, you can start up a formation, and then start moving the puck. So huge positive that they have switched around the strategy for zone entries because that is the major weakness for this power play. They can't enter the zone and they can't get clean entries that result in a setup and a established formation. So that's a plus there. But they still didn't score on them. They also switched the lines on the power play. They got it jumbled up a bit. So hopefully we'll start seeing some production from this power play. They definitely had some chances last night. Mrazek made some beauty saves. One was a tip-off. Shea Weber shot got tipped and he made the save. So that was very nice. Hopefully we start seeing them cash in, though, because the team can't go all season having a power play that's bottom in the league with the players that we have. So 5-on-5. The fourth line generates a turnover, as per usual. Kenny Agostino picks up an assist on this play. That is 9 points in 17 games for him now. But a lot of the credit here goes to the blind shot by Matt Pekka. Clutch, tying the game up. It got the building back into it, and from that point forward, Montreal was on an offensive roll. So good on Matt Pekka. He won the Game of Thrones little whatever it is, trophy or player of the game locker room prize after the game. So good on him. First game back after being a healthy scratch and gets the first goal, which set Montreal up to have success for the rest of the game. Jeff Petrie then gets one shortly after that. Very nice patience for Max Domi, waiting for Petrie to get set up for the shot. He gets the pass over, and Petrie snipes it. That shot couldn't have been any more perfectly placed. Beautiful shot, just gets through traffic and goes top cheese on Peter Mrazek. Beautiful goal. 2-1 at that point. We go into the third. Svechnikov gets another one, bit of a scramble in front of the net. Price is down, makes the first save, can't get the second one. Svechnikov gets his second on the night. Then Brendan Gallagher drives the net, as per usual. Beauty of a player. Love that he gets into the dirty areas. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Drives the net, opens up the 5-hole, and sneaks it in that tiny little space through Peter Mrazek and makes it 4-2 for Montreal. That's Gallagher's 14th goal on the season. Consistency. This guy is developing into an elite player, and if he remains consistent as a 30 and possibly eventually 40 goal scorer, that's an elite player right there. Great development by Brendan Gallagher and the Montreal Canadiens. Arturi Lehkonen then gets one thanks to a very nice play from Phillip Danault along the line. Phillip Danault, another player who needed a rebound game after the showing against Minnesota. Danault was on for quite a few goals against Minnesota. The PK was awful, so Danault picks up 2 assists tonight. Great for him, great response. And this goal from Arturi Lehkonen was a beauty, not only because Lehkonen skates it in similarly to Svechnikov's goal, but this time Lehkonen was on the forehand. He gets in, gets past Mrazek, and sneaks it in. Beautiful. Love seeing Lehkonen finish plays. 6 goals on the season now. He has 4 in the last 5 or 6 games, something like that. So great to see him finishing plays. Sometimes he lacks a bit of finish, pardon the pun. But to start the playoff, it's Danault coming in on the zone entry. He holds up just enough. He slows up his timing just enough to allow Lehkonen to come in stride and make that play. Great heads-up play from Phillip Danault. Then we get Slavin. Nice shot. Has a ton of room to walk in on Price, and he snipes it. And then we get Andrew Shaw to finish it off. Great play. Jonathan Drouin finds Weber, and then Weber gets a nice east-west pass over to Shaw, who finishes it. 9 on the season for Shaw. It's unbelievable that this team is still able to rack up wins with a very bad penalty kill and a very bad power play. But it's the sign of a very good hockey team. Their 5-on-5 play is with the best in the league, and it's showing. They're winning games despite their special teams being so bad. And another big reason for that is that most nights the Habs are very disciplined. They don't take many penalties, and that was the case last night against Carolina. They only took 1 penalty and killed it off, so that is absolutely huge. Yeah, but the 0 for 6 on the power play, that's really gotta get fixed. It's brutal. Aho gets one for Carolina, and then Petrie gets a pool shot, empty netter to end the game. 6-4 Habs. Great discipline. Agostino, an absolute beauty of a pickup. I continue to say this, but what a quality bottom 6 hockey player. Great forechecker, good in tight, generates turnovers. 9 points, 17 games on the season now. That is very impressive. Juleson, got to give a massive shout out here because he was one of few players who played great against Minnesota. He wasn't on the ice for 1 single goal against Minnesota. Very impressive, especially because he had just come back from he had missed quite a few games from injury. First game back against Minnesota, and Habs get absolutely destroyed, but Juleson is not on the ice for any of them. That shows how good he is defensively, and he played fantastic against Carolina last night. Very poised with the puck, especially for a guy of his age. Lots of poise with the puck. He's patient with the puck. He makes the right play nearly every time. Love him out there. Our right side D is very deep with Shea Weber, then Petrie, then Juleson. Thankfully, our right side D is that deep because that helps lift up the left side just a little bit. Price, absolutely stunning last night as per usual, allows 4 goals. But like I said in a previous video, I don't give a shit what Carey Price's stats are. This guy's dialed in. He's keeping us in games. He's making nasty saves. He's making desperation saves. He's making hard saves look easy. Playing the puck behind the net, starting breakouts. It's hard for teams to get in the zone, and they can't utilize the dump and chase against the Montreal Canadiens because Carey Price stops the plays, moves the puck up the ice. Yeah, fantastic player. And Mike Riley, very good as well. I really don't want to see this guy pulled out of the lineup anymore. His offensive ability, his skating ability is too good to remove from this lineup because that is something the Habs lack desperately, especially on the left side, and Mike Riley can provide that. I know a coach can't say this, but I personally am okay with the odd defensive lapse from him if what he's going to bring is that offensive skill every night. And he had quite a few chances last night, some good rushes up the ice. He'll carry it down low and make good plays in the offensive zone. And it was good to see him get some power play time last night as well. He looks good out there, and he could be a solution to this power play on that second wave. So, yeah, fantastic game from the Habs last night. We got Ottawa next game at home Third time we've played them in the last couple weeks, so they're going to be hungry for some points after we beat them in the last two. That's on Saturday night. If you like my videos, guys, please subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comments. Cheers, guys. Go Habs, go! Woo!